Good morning, dear students. I hope you are all well. Uh, at present, you are staying at home. The situation is not good. We are in pandemic, virus pandemic, and so today I am going to take a class for you. This is English class, and this is the first class of for class 8, and here the lesson is unit 1, a glimpse of our culture. This is lesson 2, Nukshi Katha, and we have to discuss here in this class about reading, writing and grammar items. So now let us see the slide number 1. You see here, here is a text. You see, read the following passage and learn new words to answer properly for the questions below. And this lesson is very important because this is important for your exam also. Now let us see the text. Nukshi Kantha is a kind of embroidered quilt. The name was taken from the Bengali word Noksha, which means artistic pattern. It is a kind of traditional craft and is said to be indigenous to Bangladesh and West Bengal in India. The art has been practiced in rural Bengal for centuries. The name Nukshi Katha became popular after the poet Josimuddin's poem Nukshi Kathar Mat was published in 1929. Traditional kanthas are made for family use. Old or new cloth and thread are used to make these quilts. Mymensingh, Jamalpur, Rajshahi, Faridpur, Bogra and Jashore are most famous for this craft. Now it is produced commercially. You can find them in many expensive handicraft shops in cities. The quilts are now in great demand because of the colorful patterns and designs embroidered on them. So this is the text, and from this text, in order to grasp the meanings, you have to learn all the words used here in this text, especially the key words, and we will see in next slide some words that you have to learn regularly from your text. So here are some words, keywords used in your text. Here you see number 1, embroidered. Embroidered, if we translate in Bengali, then embroidered is a kind of noksha, quilt, artistic, pattern, traditional, craft, indigenous, practiced, centuries, popular, published, thread, quilts, craft, commercially, expensive, demand, colorful, and here designs. So these are the words that you have to learn from your dictionary, and you have to understand the meaning, and at the same time you have to learn how to use it in the text in your everyday life. So now here we will see some multiple questions from this text. Number 1, you see, choose the best answer from the alternatives. We have here 7 different questions. Number A, the word indigenous refers to 1, foreign, native, handmade, homemade. So you have to understand the meaning of indigenous. The indigenous, the word refers here to native. So native will be the answer here. Number B, apart from Bangladesh, Nukshi Katha is produced in, you have to read again and again the text, and you have to learn how the word is India, China, England, Thailand. So here the answer will be India. So in India, number 1. Now see, the similar meaning of the word tradition is rule, custom, convention, conventional. The meaning, the tradition. Tradition you know that this is a custom. Number D, colorful patterns, having a lot of bright colors, having a variety of colors, designs, having an interesting, exciting design full of variety. So, colorful patterns here, the answer will be having a variety of colorful designs. So, number 2 will be the answer of D. Now, you see E, how did the name Nukshi Katha become popular? After folk tradition, after the field named Nukshi Katha, after Josimuddin's poem, after Josimuddin's play. So, here answer will be number 3 after Josimuddin's poem. Now, number F, Nukshi Kathas are in great demand because of their embroidered. Answer will be yellow color, colorful patterns, black color, red color. So, answer will be number 2, colorful patterns. Number G, Nukshi Katha is related with urban people, ethnic people, rural people, tribal people. So, answer will be the number 3, rural people. So, here you see 7 different multiple choice questions, and this is very important for your exam also. Now, next slide, let us see. Here are some questions for you, 4 different questions. Number A, what does Noksha mean? Number B, what materials are required to prepare Nukshi Kathas? Number C, why are Nukshi Kathas now in great demand? Number D, what are the present conditions of Nukshi Kathas? So, here the answers are written here. You can check your answer here. For number A, what does Noksha mean? So, the answer is very easy. Noksha means design or artistic pattern. Number B, what materials are required to prepare Nukshi Kathas? Answer, old and new cloth and thread. So, this is a short answer, but you have to answer in a full sentence. Number C, the question is, why are Nukshi Kathas now in great demand? Answer will be because of the colorful patterns and designs embroidered on them. And number D, what are the present conditions of Nukshi Katha? The answer is commercially produced, sold in many expensive handicraft shops in cities. It has great demand in the society. So, these are the answers of these 4 different questions. Now, let us see unseen reading test, and here is a text you see, and this is for unseen passage. Let us see the text here. Read the following text carefully and answer questions 4 and 5. So, from this text you will get 2 different questions, question number 4 and question number 5. Let us see the text. John Keats was not only a deeply thoughtful poet, but also the most studious and inspired artist among the romantics of the 19th century. He was born on October 31, 1795. He lost his father at the age of 9. At 15, he lost his mother. In 1811, John Keats became an apprentice of a surgeon at Edmonton. During 1815 to 1817, he continued his studies at the London hospitals, but he did not like medicine, and he felt that he was born to be a poet. Finally, he returned to literature from surgery. He wrote several sonnets which, with all their maturities, did not attract much attention. It was followed in 1818 by the long narrative poem Eudemone, which received warm praise from his friends. He felt very depressed at the death of his brother Tom in the same year, Keats published one more volume, Hyperion, Hyperion and other poems in 1820. Keats had a premature death. He was suffering from consumption. As a last hope, in September 1820, he left for England, for Italy, with his friend Joseph Severn. He died in Rome at the age of 26 and was buried in the old Protestant cemetery. The first memorial to Keats was made in the parish church of Hampstead on July 16, 1894. In 1909, the house in which Keats died was opened as a Keats Shelley Memorial. The Keats Museum was opened in 1931. So this is the ancient text for you, and from this text you have two different questions, number 4 and 5. Let us see the question here. So you see, complete the table below, write no more than 3 words and or numbers for each answer. So here is the question. So you see, became an apprentice. So you have to find out the place from the text. London Hospital. You have to find out the name of events here. And writing Edimon, here you have to find out from the text the year. And going to Italy, you have to find out the time here, and death. So from this reading your text, you can find all the answers of these questions. Now in the second question from unseen test, here are 5 different statements. Read the passage again and write whether the statements of the below are true or false. You have to find out the statements whether it is true or false. Write the correct answer if the statement are false. So you see here the answers will be number A. John Keats was the most studious and romantic poet of 19th century. If you read the text, you can find the statement is true. So here true. Number B, he lost his parents in his boyhood. This is also true. Number C, he discontinued his study on medicine. The statement is also true. Number D and E, you have to find these statements are false, because you see John Keats was a poet of 18th century. We learned from the text he was the poet of 19th century. So 19th century, and the number E is also false. At the age of 9, he lost his mother. At the age of 15, he lost his mother. So these 2 types of questions you will find from this text. Now let us see a grammar question here. Here are also some different statements. Change the following sentences as directed in the brackets. Number A, you see, most of the parents are anxious about their children's performance regarding study. You have to change this statement into negative. Number B, they send their boys and girls to good schools for receiving proper knowledge. So you have to change this statement into passive. Number C, don't you want to be a good student? Affirmative. D, every student want to earn a brilliant result in the exam. You have to change this statement into negative. Number E, weak students are not serious about their studies. You have to change it into affirmative. F, reading book is very essential for all of us. You have to change this statement into exclamatory. Number G, alas, many students don't practice the exercise at all. You have to change this statement into assertive. So here are some indication of the answers here. This is incomplete answer. You have to try yourself and try to change according to the direction. So you can check your answer. These are the brief. You can start like this. Now let us see another important text, email writing. So here you have to understand the format, how to write email, and here is an example email. You have to find here a question. Suppose you are Salma, your friend is Nahian, Nuha. Your friend is going to arrange a picnic in the next month. Now write an email inviting him, her to attend the picnic. You may send the email to Nahian Nuha 099@gmail.com. So in your email you should write a subject line, use proper salutation or greetings, write the name of the picnic spot, mention what you are going to enjoy, convince your friend to join the picnic, write a closing remark, write your name. So these are the indication that you have to follow how to write the email. And here is an example you see. The first, write subject line. Here is a to Nahian Nuha 099@gmail.com. Subject line here. The subject line is join the picnic. Salutation or greetings, dear Nahian Nuha, and here is the email. You have to write everything. So you have to follow all these structure of writing an email. So dear students, I think you have to understand how you will develop your reading text, grammar or writing test. So I think you will see these slides and learn yourself. So thank you very much for listening my class. Okay, thank you.